Whoa. What's that?
A bin bag.
That's a bin bag.
I'm a little bit scared. I don't know. I need to rip it open more.
Posed on it, posed on the grave with the dog.
He'd used her grandmother's medication to drug her.
He also buried a cat alive. Action.
Do you not agree?
Welcome to Bad Seeds.
Today's just been kind of a bit of a shit show, kind of a bit of a knot, but we've just decided that because the Moors is on our journey home, we're gonna film a Bad Seeds about the Moors murderers. The story of today is when we met at half eight.
Does this mean
this morning, and it's now
8:30?
It's now 20 to 9 at night.
Does this mean we get tomorrow off? The basic gist of what happens is Myra Hindley and Bradey.
Yeah.
And I feel like he corrupted her, but basically they went on this like spree of like killing children basically, and burying them on the moors, hence the name, the Moors Murderers. I think the whole point as well about Bad Seeds is it's not really informational. It is an informational video, but it's more about like our journey into experiencing the murders as much as we can without killing anybody.
And if you're watching this to find out about the Moors Murderers, probably go look for another video.
I hope you can hear me and see me because the lighting's shocking. First of all, Woody, before you start by getting angry because you can't fucking see me, the light I have to hold in, and it's very hard to hold the light in while I'm driving and filming and talking. Anyway,
this street slash estate that we're on our way to now is where Bradey and Myra Hindley lived.
this would have looked completely different back then. I don't know if anyone's ever seen any footage of like the Manchester slums, but it's kind of horrific actually, like the poverty that was in Manchester after the war.
So basically, she grew up in Manchester. She was born in the 40s?
Ian, he was, I'm sure he came from Scotland. Yeah, he came from Scotland. He was adopted. He was obsessed with like horror movies and murder as a child.
She grew up in a working class family. Her parents used to beat her, apparently. So much so that the neighbours used to have to ring her grandmother to let her, to like basically come and stop it, sort of thing.
He even used to torture animals when he was a kid. Like he threw a cat off an apartment building. Am I going the wrong way? He also buried a cat alive.
Now, apparently, the house is no longer there. Apparently, it's been demolished. I don't know whether there's been a house or something built on top, or whether it's just been left flat. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there, I guess. Does that dog have an owner?
What dog?
There's a dog in that field there.
It's a dog? Where is a dog? What the hell? I hope it's got an owner.
It did a shit, I saw it do a shit.
The house, or the house was, should I say, just down there. The house is not here anymore, so the house got demolished. But it was a bit like these houses over here. So like 2 up, 2 down kind of job. But it was like right here where it was. I think it's obviously where they built these new builds. When the guy, the copper who went round originally to arrest these 2 people, there was them 2 living there. So Ian and Myra were living in the house, and so was, I think it was either Ian or Myra's grandmother was in the room upstairs.
It was
transpired that Hindley's grandmother was asleep in the bedroom upstairs, but there was a bedroom that was locked.
And he was in his pants in the living room for some reason, and there was one room upstairs that was locked.
Right.
And they asked him to open that room, and that's where they found the first body.
Edward Adams' body was trussed up in a fetal position, tied up in that way, and he was in a plastic bag.
But what was really strange about it, the guy said that that even when they found the body, their demeanours never changed.
They knew there was a body upstairs, but they also knew their grandmother was upstairs. She was lying asleep in bed in the bedroom next door. It was like, oh, it's almost an everyday thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that.
And yet they've done that, and the fucking grandma's next door to a fucking dead body.
Well, do you know?
Where they've been killed, and they killed and tortured the kid in the fucking house.
So, on the theme of grandma, about 2 weeks after they first had sex, because she lost her virginity to him.
Who did? The grandma?
No, Myra lost her virginity to Ian. Right. About 2 weeks after, she woke up with bite marks and scratches all over her, asked him what had happened, and he told her that he'd used her grandmother's medication to drug her and raped her in her sleep. And she said her response to him was like positive. Like she wanted to please him so much that she was just fine with him doing that. The first time they had sex, he tied her up and beat her.
I always assumed that like she was the evil one.
No.
She was Ian that led her.
He basically used her as a little puppet because he knew how much she wanted to please him. She would do anything.
So she was besotted.
So he told her that he wanted to rob a bank and he wanted her to be his getaway driver.
Yeah.
So without him knowing, she went and passed a test, bought a van, became a member of a hunting club so she could have a license to have a gun, and got 2 rifles.
And did they rob a bank?
No, because he just told her that just to see if she'd do anything about it. Just to like try and test how much she wanted to be with him, sort of thing.
They're
Just realising that whole fucking thing we're advertising Brookmead Building Limited.
Boy it. How is he going so fast uphill?
When he was 17, he had an e-bike, electric bike.
That would have been a really good segue, but like you went off on this e-bike tangent and
when
ruined
Ian,
it. Hang on.
When Ian
That just looks so gay. Alright, keep going.
When Ian was 17,
I watched a BBC documentary.
he had a complete and utter mental breakdown where he used to get visions of this green face that he used to refer to as the face of death.
Cool.
And apparently around that age, if you're a schizophrenic, that's when it like kicks in.
Yeah.
So, but later on he did get diagnosed as a schizo.
Should we head to the road where
They picked up Keith Bennett.
Keith Bennett is not too far from here.
When he got caught, there's actually footage of him on the moors, like telling police where the bodies are buried. Except there's one kid that didn't get caught, and didn't get found. Didn't get found.
That road that we've just driven down is the road that Keith Bennett was picked up on by Myra and Ian. Keith Bennett is the only victim that is still remains undiscovered. They haven't found his body.
Yeah.
And what's really sad about it is his mum never actually got a chance to find his body before she died, and she died
she went looking for his body.
Yeah, like every years I'm sure there was organised digs up there.
Yeah, so Keith Bennett was actually the first victim that they took pictures of.
Right.
They took a picture of him, his body in the grave that they dug for him.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like, that was the first time they took pictures. What kind of made him a little, well, the whole case around him a little bit more spicy is the police initially suspected his stepdad.
Right.
So they like persistently interrogated his stepdad for like 3 years. I'm pretty sure to the point where Keith's mum and him split up, because she started to believe it. They went as far as digging up his back garden to try to find the body, and like they fully thought it was his stepdad. I'm pretty sure it got to the point where they split up. I think I heard that. I might have just made that up because I am going a bit mental.
These two were a lot more fucked up than I thought, and I'm not on about Alan Lloyd. So I just learnt that Myra dyed her hair. Well, she dyed her hair blonde to catch the attention of Ian at first, but she kept it blonde because Ian was obsessed with like Nazis and Hitler, and so she kept it blonde because she wanted to look more Aryan. A couple of weeks ago, maybe months, depending when this goes out, we went to a plane that was which crashed up here, and the moors at night time is just terrifying. It is just absolutely endless amounts of nothing. Loads of swampland, swampy, marshy.
It's just got really interesting. This is all I can see out of the window. It's so foggy up here.
And Lloyd is going at 15 miles an hour. Well, we left it where we were over there somewhere, but it was absolutely drodging it down, so we decided to come back and do it justice and follow the map that Myra Hindley drew out for detectives, where all the bodies were. So this is the map. You put a better one on the screen, won't you?
No, this is the map.
Is it?
Right.
I thought you drew that. We have to.
One of them was apparently buried on this side.
Oh, so are they all near the river?
I don't know, and one of them was buried down the river.
So one of them was buried in who was buried in this hill?
I don't know, I didn't give me names.
Oh yeah, because they parked the van here, didn't they?
Hang on.
Yeah.
We're gonna get wet.
That's why I put these shoes on.
You didn't fucking warn us.
I warned Norton.
You fucking didn't warn me. I could have put me matching shoes.
Oh, we're going to be traipsing over moorland, of course it's going to be wet.
I didn't know we were actually going into it, but alright.
What do you think we're going to do? Walk up to a lay-by and just that'll be it?
I don't fucking know, Lloyd. We do a lot of stupid shit for this channel.
Right, so they parked the van and they did, according to Myra's side of the story, They parked the van on the road, and then he like said to like the victim, "Oh, will you come with me with the glove?"
Right.
To look for the glove. Then he take him off somewhere, and oh shit, I can't remember, but there was some way of signalling that it was done. Like Myra would flash him or something. No, that can't work. There's pictures of Myra on some of the burial sites.
Yeah.
They took these pictures as like fucking sick trophies.
What a fucking place to dump a body. It's just marsh.
Right hard, man.
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly.
That's really sinky there.
Yeah, try your eyes.
I don't know where. I assume these reeds here. Where?
That's gotta be.
River.
Yeah, it's gotta be on there.
It's gotta be.
I mean, it gets quite wide there. When they did this, because you were saying how you think it was mad how they did it so close to the road.
Yeah.
When they did this, not a lot of people had cars.
Wasn't that?
No, honestly, in fucking Manchester, it wasn't since the 60s.
Right.
Everyone was just like
On horse and cart.
warehouse fodder, weren't they? No one could afford cars. But
Well, how could they afford cars?
well, no one knows how they had such a good quality of life, because he was from Scotland and they used to go to Scotland all the time.
They both had good jobs. They worked in the same place together, didn't they?
That don't mean they got a good job. They had shit jobs.
They had good jobs.
But he like robbed people's houses and stuff before. He had a criminal record for robbing people's houses, so
So probably stolen car.
yeah.
No,
She bought the van.
To impress him.
Oh, it was a van.
Yeah.
What van was it? Yeah, watch it. It's quite a spongy. Whoa. What's that? Do you hear that in there? That's like obviously. Yeah, it must be pretty deep. Right, we might want to head up a little bit.
What's that?
What is that?
Residue. Lloydie. It's a bin bag.
That's a bin bag.
Do we dare?
There's 2 bin bags.
That is double bagged.
Why is it so far out here?
That's not like blown away from the road. I'm a little bit scared. Who'd camp on this?
You're gonna
Can't sleep on this.
You're gonna have to open it. It's alright, I'm filming everything, so people think it's.
What's it smell like?
Is it just rubbish?
Cig ends.
Someone
But
dumped
they're
their
not
rubbish
cig
out
ends.
here.
What a weird place to fight.
What the
Do you
fuck?
reckon someone cleaned the car out?
No. I don't know. I need to rip it open more.
It's definitely not a body, it doesn't sound like one.
No, it's not a body.
Well, it won't be alive. Is that a blood bag?
I think it's like a. Like from a. There's like litter in it. It seems like it's some sort of like contractor's litter.
I've just realised something.
What?
We're out here with torches. People driving past are going to think fucking hell someone's burying a body.
And then there's. We're just digging up fucking.
Well, I'm glad Al's got gloves on.
Well, this here, so that's the stream there.
Well, it's going to have changed a shitload since.
Why would it?
Because of like floods and stuff and.
No, but that's the stream there. So back there where we were is where on the map they said she told them to dig. You know, on the banking that we were walking down.
Yeah.
And then Ian went down here to this bit, and she said she didn't know where he.
That is a point. What if someone rings the police?
What?
He's got no socks on, like right scally.
What's like weird to get to grips with about since we started filming these bad seeds is like going to places where really horrible shit's happened.
Yeah.
And it's just weird how like you come here and you just think, like, if you didn't know.
Yeah, if you were like, the thing is like coming during the night is different to coming during the day. Like during the day, obviously they came at night. Did they not? Did they?
No, I think
they didn't.
I think it was daytime because some of the kids were taken in the day.
What the fuck?
But
how did they get away with that?
Every time they killed someone, Ian would buy her a new record. So when they listened to the song or the record, they would it was like a
reminder,
like a quiet
moment.
wink, and them two could both
like revel in it,
like, you know, like reminisce about what they did. What am I saying? There's probably a lot better, a lot in detail.
Don't fucking put us down like that.
There's a lot more information out there if you want to find it. If you want to learn more, there's a lot more information out there. But Bad Seeds is all about our journey.